What's up, YouTube? Eddie from 802 Diesel Crew here. Today we're going to be taking an updated tour of my socket drawer. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so here's the general layout of my drawer for my sockets. I'm going to take each section out one by one, put them up top so we can take a closer look. First off, we'll start off with my 1/4 inch snap-on set here. Both these came in a kit with a small ratchet. These are all the metrics. Ranges from 5.5 up to 14. What's real nice about these is the knurling at the top. So if your fingers are a little bit greasy and you're trying to pull the sockets off, they're real good for that, especially being so small. Oh, that one's upside down. Next up is the SAE set. These range from 3/16 all the way up to 9/16. Yeah, I'm gonna fix these ones too. Things like that drive me batshit. And this is what the two sets together look like. Next up are my 3/8 sets. Got shallow, got our deeps. These are very nice, guys. Again, they have the knurling on them, and the black signifies metric, and the red signifies SAE or standard. These range from 19 down to 8. Doesn't skip any all the way through. And then these range from 7/8 down to 1/4 inch. Down to the shallows. These are going to range the same. These are identical sets, just in size they are different. Up next, I have Craftsman's here. 12-point Craftsman 3/8. I don't use these that much. That's why I didn't go with snap-on. But the quality is right up there. As you can see, they have the numberings etched right on them. That's a bonus. All the sets. These range from, the shallows range from 7/8 up to 1 inch, and then from 10mm all the way up to 21mm, and that is reciprocated on the deeps up here. You can see the 12-point. I wish they weren't so deep. See that second bridge down there? That's where your bolt is gonna be able to go down into. I wish it was a little higher up so the bolt didn't sit so deep in there. But aside from that, it's a very decent set. I haven't had any problems with them. In the diesel world, don't use 12-point that much, but when you need it, you really got to have the sockets. So that's why I invested in the Craftsman's. Maybe in the future, I'll go to the snap-ons versus the Craftsman, but these ones right now haven't failed me, and when I need them, I've got them. Up in the back row here, we have a Torx and Allen key set from Gear Wrench. I believe it's an 84-piece set. When we get a little further down here, I'll show you the hard molded case it comes in and the other sockets I keep in there. But this is a good look at what comes in that set from Gear Wrench. I haven't had any problems, and it's a great little set for relatively cheap money. 3/8 Allen keys. from Snap-on. It's a great little set. It ranges from, oh, that's bright. I can't really tell right now. Looks like a 10. 10 down to a 4. So it's pretty complete. And then my Torx here. For all my 1/2 inch stuff, I keep my 3/8 impact. This is made by Lyle. This is the hard molded case it comes in. And this is the set you get. I've been told that this is very similar to both the Snap-on and the Max set. It hasn't failed me, as you can see. I've used it. Not so much in the diesel world, but I have a couple cars, both Honda and VW, that the rotors have that lock screw on there, and you need to use that to be able to take them off. Next up is my 1/2 inch stuff. This is Super Chrome SK. As you can see, at least the 6 points that I got are blemish free inside, and the outsides are impeccable. These two sets range from 1/2 inch all the way up to 1 1/4 inch. That's a complete set right there. Up next is the metric 1/2 inch set, ranging from 32 millimeter all the way down to 10 millimeter. It's a huge set. For the money, it's well worth it. I haven't had any issues with these, and just look at that shine. Again, the inside of these are relatively blemish free. I've seen a couple of reviews where the 12-point stuff aren't so lackluster. You know, they don't really have the machining that you would expect from a US product. Lastly, for my 1/2 inch chrome stuff is this shallow Snap-on set, ranging from 24 millimeter all the way down to 10 without skipping any. Real decent set. Again, the machining inside them is impeccable. I just love the United States made products. Can't beat it. In front of that impact set is where I keep my 1/2 inch breaker bar, my 1/2 inch swivel locking, my 3/4 swivel locking, and then I just keep the head and the swivel to my 3/4 stuff right there as well, so it doesn't really get banged up. I don't have another spot to really put that. I also keep a Snap-on light. I believe these retail for about $80. The charge on them is great. You can stick them just about anywhere, and the magnet on them is very, very strong. Starting up next on my impacts here, these are my 3/8. These are all going to be Craftsman's. It was a 95-piece set, but as you can see, it's pretty whole. It goes from 3/4 down to 1/4. The machining inside is nice. I haven't stripped anything out with them. These over here are part of the gear wrench set. I didn't have any other place to put them, and they kind of just fit there. Continuing on the 3/8, these are all Craftsman as well. So this set ranges from 10 millimeter up to 19 millimeter. Gonna jump into the 1/2 inch stuff. This set ranges from 3/4 to 1 1/16. I have the 7/8 in my truck right now, but you can see it's a pretty complete set for what it is. Craftsman made in the U.S. These are impeccable, you know. Onto the metric set, ranges from 12 all the way up to 27. But what I don't like is it skips 20, 23, or I'm sorry, 25, 23, and 20. So I'm probably gonna have to source these out at some point. I hate empty things. Lastly, to round out my 1/2 inch are these SAE snap-on sockets. These are the deeps. They range from 1/2 inch all the way up to 1 1/4. The reason I have these is it came with a kit, and I hadn't yet bought the Craftsman set yet. In addition, these 12-point shallows from Snap-on. I've run into, at least on my Cummins, and different axle setups that I've needed 12 points, and I've asked people to use theirs, and I kind of got sick of that after the second time. I really just wanted to add them to my kit, so I bought them. They come in this nice molded case, but like anything else, it's been pointed out to me that it would be nice if it was reversed. If it started from low and went to high. That's along with a lot of the other tools. I was able to do that with my Craftsmans because I put them on rails myself. But for Snap-on, it seems kind of backwards to me. Maybe not to other people, but it is what it is. Continuing on is my larger sockets here. These range from 36 down to 30. These are SK. These are a very nice set. Again, relatively cheap, but for larger sockets that you're just going to beat, I didn't think I needed to go with Snap-on. And a Snap-on set would have been, really, really expensive. So overall, I'd give them an A+ so far. Here are some 12-point sockets. Very nicely made. They're made by Sunex. They range from 39 down to 29. You're going to use these on like axles and other big 12-point things that you need. 3 honorable mentions here. This socket right here is non-impact, and it's for barring Cummins over. This is made by Lyle. This is made by Lyle, and it's for doing fuel lines. And then this is for doing air brake service. Nice long 3/4. Next up are my 3/4 inch sockets from Snap-on. Range from 1 7/8. All the way down to 1 1/8. Everything to be expected from Snap-on. These are also 12-point. This came with a kit. You can watch my other video if you want to see the full kit. It's pretty expensive. I got a good deal on it, that's why I picked it up. Lastly, I have this set from Williams. You can see it's a 17-piece. Goes from 7/8 all the way up to 2 inch. If I remember correctly, it costs about $200 off Amazon. Like anything else, this is the industrial side of Snap-on. So it's still, you know, really, really good quality, the same kind of molds. These are real heavy duty quarter or 3/4. They come in this nice case. It is lockable down here. I leave mine on top of my toolbox because I trust people around here. But you could lock it if you want to, or you could put it into your toolbox. About layout strategies here. On this side, I try to keep all my metric stuff more open to me than my standard, because right now that's what I'm dealing more with, and that goes for everything. I try to keep my metric where it's easiest to grab, and then my standard closer to the front, because as you can see, standing right here, it's really hard to read these, but then to read the metric stuff, it's right there in front of me. You got to set your box up and your drawers up in a way that makes sense to you. I know where every item is. I can come here pretty much blindfolded and know the general area where my things are to cut down on time. And to also, for organization, you can quickly look and be like, okay, I'm missing an Allen key. There's no Allen key right there. So that's my general strategy, is I keep the things that I use the most in the middle of the box, in the middle of my view. So I can do a quick check, verify, and be able to lock my box up and be happy that everything's in there. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it that thumbs up, subscribe, share, and hit that little bell notification. If you want me to go into further detail about any of these products, if you need part numbers, put it down in the comments. I'll get back to you. I'm real good about that. I want to thank all my subscribers. I think we're around 150 right now, so we're growing strong. Make sure you stay tuned for my video of my next giveaway. It's going to be good, guys, so make sure you hop on that. Our last winner, Coming Campins, I just shipped out his pick set, so he should be getting that by Monday. So stay tuned. Have a great day, and thanks for spending some time with me.